Last Gareth, leaning both hands heavily down on the shoulders of the twain, his men, approached between them toward the king and asked, "A boon, Sir King," his voice was all ashamed, "for see ye not how weak and hunger worn I seem, leaning on these? Grant me to serve for meat and drink among thy kitchen knaves a 12-month and a day, nor seek my name, hereafter I will fight." To him the king, a goodly youth and worth a goodlier boon, "But so thou wilt no goodlier, then must Kay, the master of the meats and drinks, be thine." He rose and passed. Then Kay, a man of mien wan sallow, of the plant that feels itself root bitten by white lichen, "Lo ye now, this fellow hath broken from some abbey where, God wot, he had not beef and brewis enow. However that might chance, but an he work, like any pigeon will I cram his crop, and sleeker shall he shine than any hog." Then Lancelot standing near, "Sir Seneschal, sleuth hound thou knowest, and grey, and all the hounds. A horse thou knowest, a man thou dost not know. Broad brows and fair, affluent hair and fine, high nose, a nostril large and fine, and hands large, fair and fine, some young lad's mystery. But, or from sheepcot or king's hall, the boy is noble natured. Treat him with all grace, lest he should come to shame thy judging of him." Then Kay, "What murmurest thou of mystery? Think ye this fellow will poison the king's dish? Nay, for he spake too fool-like. Mystery! Tut, and the lad were noble, he had asked for horse and armour, fair and fine, forsooth. Sir Fine Face, Sir Fair Hands, but see thou to it that thine own fineness, Lancelot, some fine day undo thee not, and leave my man to me." So Gareth all for glory underwent the sooty yoke of kitchen vassalage, ate with young lads his portion by the door, and couched at night with grimy kitchen knaves. And Lancelot ever spake him pleasantly, but Kay the Seneschal, who loved him not, would hustle and harry him, and labour him beyond his comrade of the hearth, and set to turn the broach, draw water, or hew wood, or grosser tasks. And Gareth bowed himself with all obedience to the king, and wrought all kind of service with a noble ease that graced the lowliest act in doing it. And when the thralls had talked among themselves, and one would praise the love that linked the king and Lancelot, how the king had saved his life in battle twice, and Lancelot once the king's. For Lancelot was the first in tournament, but Arthur mightiest on the battlefield. Gareth was glad. Or if some other told how once the wandering forester at dawn, far over the blue tarns and hazy seas, on Carareres highest found the king, a naked babe, of whom the prophets spake. He passes to the isle Avalon, he passes and is healed and cannot die. Gareth was glad. But if their talk were foul, then would he whistle rapid as any lark, or carol some old roundelay, and so loud that first they mocked, but after reverenced him. Or Gareth telling some prodigious tale of knights who sliced a red life-bubbling way through 20 folds of twisted dragon, held all in gap-mouthed circle his good mates, lying or sitting round him, idle hands, charmed, till Sir Kay the Seneschal would come blustering upon them like a sudden wind among dead leaves, and drive them all apart. Or when the thralls had sport among themselves, so there were any trial of mastery, he by 2 yards in casting bar or stone was counted best. And if there chanced a joust, so that Sir Kay nodded him leave to go, would hurry thither, and when he saw the knights clash like the coming and retiring wave, and the spear spring, and the good horse reel, the boy was half beyond himself for ecstasy. So for a month he wrought among the thralls, but in the weeks that followed, the good queen, repentant of the word she made him swear, and saddening in her childless castle, sent, between the increscent and decrescent moon, arms for her son, and loosed him from his vow.